As you know, I'm working on creating my own save file. A while ago I made two ghosts with the intention of them living in a graveyard. I just never built that graveyard, so that's what I am doing today. They live in a mausoleum. And I wanted there to be a stark contrast between the outside. I want the outside to be a bit scary and graveyardy, you know what I mean? And I wanted the inside to be quite cozy because, you know, ghosts have needs too. In fact, in The Sims, the ghosts have just the same needs as any other sim, only they can't die if they're hunger gets too low, you can't drown them or anything because they are already dead. First, I'm working on a floor plan here, and then I'm gonna go to the outside. I wanted there to be a little dent in one of the bedrooms, so the bed would be one tile lower than the rest. I was looking at pictures of mausoleums just to try to recreate it in here. I haven't played with ghosts in The Sims a lot. I mean, it is quite fun. They can do anything normal Sims can do too, but they can also spook Sims. They can instantly break and repair objects, which is quite fun. And of course they can die, which is also very handy. They do still have needs for you to manage, which is why these two Sims get a fully functional home. I went with a round porch in the front. I really wish we had round staircases, that would have been so awesome. Just to hide the fact that we don't, I just placed a lot of lavender around. It still looks kind of round. I used a lot of stuff from the vampire pack, and these get famous windows. So for some reason they just looked perfect in this mausoleum. They looked cold and not really inviting, which was kind of what I was going for. And this fence from the vampire pack is also perfect. For some reason I couldn't place the fence directly in front of the front door, so I went and just put it totally off, so that it is the intention. Now I went into the debug menu and just found all kinds of gravestones and also these fresh graves. But then I realized these are old gravestones, so they wouldn't have fresh graves in front of them. I am gonna place them later on. I'm also gonna place some regular gravestones. Yeah, here I go. So if you ever want to use this and place your actual gravestones from your Sims in here, you can. You just remove one of those. There's also some space left for you to just place some of your own. I was thinking the front ones were fresh graves and the other ones were a bit older graves. I'm placing fresh flowers on the newer graves, and the older graves do not get any fresh flowers because they probably don't have any relatives alive anymore. That face in the in the left corner is from the wedding pack, but that's the only thing I use from that pack. I do not limit any packs, but if you want to download it and you just got the vampire pack, you're golden. I think most things will still work. You might have to replace some stuff. Now the outside is almost ready. I'm gonna go back for some more landscaping later on, but now I'm gonna focus on the inside. We've got two ghosts living here, so we've got two bedrooms and two bathrooms. One of the Sims has their own ensuite bathroom, and I was really struggling with the platforms here. In the end, the door is a little bit floating, but it's still functional. It's just one click up, so your Sim can still use it. I wanted it to make it look really cozy. First I went with tiles everywhere, but I thought that wood on the floor would be a lot nicer. These are, I believe, eco lifestyle beds. I thought they looked really cozy, really cute, and they're getting some windows. Unlike vampires, they can just be in the sun. It doesn't bother them at all, and they do need to go to the toilet and use a shower and everything, so they're getting everything that they need. I went with lighter colors, but I did went with the vampire stuff for the bathrooms. Oh, these are Dream Decorate cabinets. I actually used counters, kitchen counters for this. I thought it looked quite nice in here. I don't think all these clothes are accessible, but the right ones should be accessible and usable for your Sims. And this sim gets just one dresser, but also a vanity, so a little extra. And when I am gonna place some decorations on here, yeah, I found this urn. I thought it was quite funny. Maybe this sim has their own urn in their bedroom. I mean, a little bit. Oh, and these windows gave me so much trouble with the curtains. Curtains just wouldn't really fit on there. So I first had to place the curtain, and then I could place the window where I wanted it. It's just, it didn't really work the way I wanted to. I rarely use this window, so I think it's a problem with these windows. And of course there is a little bit of a trim around the bed. I thought it was quite nice. Just stepping one step down for the bed, and of course I placed a desk with a computer, although this is a typewriter. The whole building is quite brown and black, but I did place a few light blue accents in here. Oh, and that clock in the kitchen, I love it, especially for builds like this. It's a bit of a gothic vibe. Oh, and this is a Realm of Magic table. I take it back, you're not okay if you're just a vampire. I didn't really limit back. I mean, it's for my own save file, so I just place as much as I want. Here is a little corner where they can watch TV. I thought that a little side table looked a bit silly with the big TV on it. I didn't limit funds either. It's not a really expensive build. I think it ends up around 70,000 simoleons, so not cheap, but not extremely expensive. And here is the entrance. I'm just gonna place some coats in here. Not a lot, so you can just walk in and hang your own coat with them. A little bit of realism. Just one pair of shoes in there and some boxes on top. There's some extra storage for a ghost with all their momentums. I mean, they probably lived a full life and have lots of memories and lots of pictures that they want to store, so they can do that there. And again, I tried to place some light blue accents in the room, and I'm going in with the plants. Oh, and again, the window coverings do not work the way I want them to. I use a blue again here. I think those light blue accents are pretty cute. And here the kitchen looks a little bit barren, so I am looking for some decorations here. I tried to find some light blue stuff again, but I couldn't really find a lot of it. Just some functional items. I'm also gonna place a really fancy coffee machine. This one comes in two pieces. You need both of them to work. It's an espresso machine, I believe. It's really big, but the kitchen is big enough, and you still got place to cook. And of course, lots of pictures on the walls, just because they had a full life and they probably want to remember their loved ones they left behind when they died. And here I'm just looking for stuff I can place here. They get some books in here, and I found this bookcase, which was pretty fun. They quite literally have some baggage. Now I'm going back to the outside. I'm happy with the inside right now, so just want to liven up the outside a little bit, no pun intended. Just placing some vines along the the outside. I am going into the debug menu to find some stuff that I can place on here. Just a little bit of foliage to make the building look a little bit older. I am also gonna place some of those murals that you get with city living, so people can actually put graffiti on them. And here those fines are giving me a bit of a hard time. When I'm taking screenshots, I realize that some of the fines are sticking through, but I fixed that before I upload it to the gallery. So if you want, it is on the gallery. Oh, here are those murals. I was a bit confused because they kept disappearing, but when I went to live mode, the murals were there again, so they are there and they are usable, so your Sims can just place graffiti on it. I wanted to make sure that the place was lit up well at night, so I went to the nighttime vision and just placed a lot of lights around the pathway. It looks a bit spooky. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other ideas for builds, let me know in the comments. If you want to see me make those ghosts, the link is here on screen, and YouTube thinks you might like this video. So I hope to see you next time. Bye bye!